Hello and welcome to Jobs and Education. This is your Mahesh Dole. Do subscribe and share my videos. Before going to start our video, let's see some of the important things regarding this pandemic situation of corona. So please stay at home and use a mask if you go out and use sanitizer every day and maintain physical and social distancing. These are the very important factors which we can escape from the corona pandemic situations. Let me continue our preparation towards ESET examination in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh states. So this video onwards I am starting a new subject, that is heat power engineering. Simply we can call it as thermal engineering. So in that we are starting with our first topic, air compressor. From air compressors, so I am going to give you some important questions to get in ESET examination. Let's get started. So before going to start the number of questions, let's see the important date today announced in Telangana. So the ESET examination of 2020 is going to conduct on 4th July in Telangana state. So all of you be excited for this. We have more than 1 month time, so let's be prepared and crack this ESET examination of 2020. Before going to see the questions are multiple choice questions, let's see what exactly mean by air compressor. So this figure illustrates air compressor. So an air compressor is a device that converts power into potential energy stored in pressurized air. That is nothing but compressed air. So we can say air compressor is nothing but that is going to compress the air. So further we can use that compressed air to run any device or mechanical component, so that we can call it as air compressor. So air compressors are classified like this: positive displacement and dynamic. And further, positive displacement classified into reciprocating and rotary. This side dynamic compressors also classified into centrifugal and axial type compressors. In positive displacement, reciprocating and rotary types are there. In that, rotary type classified into straight lobe, screw type, sliding vane and liquid piston. So this is the classification of compressors. Let's get started with the first question. The ratio of work done per cycle to the stroke volume of the compressor is known as. The ratio of work done per cycle to the stroke volume of the compressor is known as. So read the following options and choose the correct answer, that is mean effective pressure. The ratio of work done per cycle to the stroke volume of the compressor is known as mean effective pressure, MEP. Second question reads, an air compressor may be controlled by. An air compressor may be controlled by maybe throttle control or blow off control or any of the above or none of the above. So out of these options, the right option is any one of the above. Means air compressor may be controlled by throttle or clearance control or blow off control. So C is the correct answer. This right side figure is nothing but a control valve. Third question reads, aeroplanes employ following type of compressor. In aeroplanes we can see the type of compressor is maybe radial flow type compressor or axial flow type compressor or centrifugal type compressor or combination of above. Hence the correct answer is axial flow type compressor is used in aeroplanes. An axial compressor we can see in the figure. So it is a gas compressor that can continuously pressurize gases. It is a rotating airfoil based compressor in which the gas or working fluid principally flows parallel to the axis of rotation or axially. This is axial compressor. Fourth question reads, rotary compressor is best suited for. So rotor compressor is best suitable for small quantity of air at high pressure. Wherever high pressure is required with a small quantity of air, there will use rotary compressors. Let's see, this figure illustrates a rotary screw type compressor. It is a type of gas compressor such as an air compressor that uses a rotary type positive displacement mechanism. Next question reads, the multi-stage compression as compared to single stage compression. So here we can see the comparison between multi-stage and single stage compression. So 4 options given, read these 4 options and understand. Hence the correct answer is all of the above given. So multi-stage compression as compared to single stage compression improves volumetric efficiency for the given pressure ratio and reduces work done per kg of air, reduces cost of compressor, gives more uniform torque. So E is the correct answer, all of the above. Next question reads, reciprocating air compressor is best suited for. Reciprocating air compressor is best suited for large quantity of air at high pressure. This is nothing but reciprocating air compressor. It is a positive displacement air compressor in which air is sucked in a chamber and compressed with the help of a reciprocating piston. It is called as positive displacement compressor because air is first sucked in chamber and then compression is achieved by decreasing area of the chamber. This is what a reciprocating air compression. Next question reads, the volume of air delivered by the compressor is called. The volume of air delivered by the compressor is called. It is nothing but compressor capacity. The volume of air delivered by the compressor is called compressor capacity. Capacity is the amount of air that the compressor can pump out. The capacity means the amount of air, compressed air, that a compressor can pump out. That is nothing but its capacity. And it is expressed in CFM, that is cubic feet per minute. Next question reads, rotary compressor can be classified as. Rotary compressor can be classified as displacement compressor as well as steady flow compressor. Hence the correct answer is C, that is both of the above mentioned. Next question reads, the most efficient method of compressing air is to compress it. So the most efficient method of compressing air is to compress it isothermally. Next question reads, the Roots blower and vane type compressor are the types of. The Roots blower and vane type compressor are the types of displacement compressor. A is the correct answer, displacement compressor. Positive displacement compressors work with a constant flow regardless of outlet pressure. This figure illustrates that compressor. In positive displacement compression, atmospheric air is drawn into one or more of its compression chambers, which are then closed from the inlet. Next question reads, the ratio of indicated HP to shaft HP is known as. The ratio of indicated HP to shaft HP known as maybe compressor efficiency or isothermal efficiency or volumetric efficiency or mechanical efficiency. Let's take this question as challenge and answer this in the comment section below. So read this question, understand this and answer this in comment section below. Next question reads, the centrifugal and axial flow compressor are the types of. The centrifugal and axial flow compressor are the types of steady flow compressor. B is the correct answer. Next question reads, volumetric efficiency of air compressors is of the order of. Volumetric efficiency of air compressors is of the order of. So the efficiency or volumetric efficiency of air compressor is of 70 to 90%. Next question reads, the function of dash is to convert high kinetic energy of gases into pressure energy. So the function of which of the following part is to convert high kinetic energy of gases into pressure energy. That device is nothing but diffuser. So diffuser is going to convert high kinetic energy of gases into pressure energy. What exactly mean by diffuser? It is one of the part of compressor. So the next key component to the simple centrifugal compressor is the diffuser. Downstream of the impeller in the flow path, it is the diffuser's responsibility to convert the kinetic energy or high velocity of the gas into pressure energy by gradually slowing the gas velocity. That means diffusing is nothing but gradually slowing the pressure. Next question reads, the pressure of air at the beginning of the compression stroke is dash atmospheric pressure. It is nothing but the comparison between the pressure at the beginning and the atmospheric pressure. So hence the comparison is the pressure of air at the beginning of the compression stroke is less than atmospheric pressure. So the pressure at the beginning should be less than atmospheric pressure. B is the correct answer. Next question reads, the ratio of actual valve velocity to the ideal valve velocity in the centrifugal compressor is called as. The ratio of actual valve velocity to the ideal valve velocity in the centrifugal compressor is called as. That is simply, we can call it as slip factor. So what is slip factor? In turbo machinery, the slip factor is a measure of the fluid slip in the impeller of a compressor or a turbine, mostly a centrifugal machine. And this phenomenon reduces the output valve velocity, which is a measure of the net power output from a turbine or a compressor. This phenomenon reduces the output valve velocity. So this can be used in turbine and compressor also. Next question reads, mining industry usually employs following motive power. In mining industry, which motive power is employed or used? That is nothing but compressed air, or simply we can call it as pneumatic. Next question reads, gas turbines use following type of air compressor. Gas turbines use following type of air compressors, that is axial flow type. Next question reads, separators are generally installed in compressors. Separators are generally installed in compressors at which place? It is after the intercooler. Separators are arranged after the intercooler in compressors. This is the arrangement of compressor. So in this we can see that moisture separator is after water cooler, before the last one. Before this service air balloon, the second one is moisture separator, that is after water cooler. It means the separator is arranged after the water cooler. Next question reads, Euler's equation is applicable for. Euler's equation is applicable for. It may applicable for centrifugal compressor, axial compressor and pumps. Whatever the given three options are there, everything is correct. Euler's equation is applicable for all of the above mentioned. So what is Euler's turbine equation? It relates the temperature ratio, and hence the pressure ratio, we can call it as. It relates the temperature ratio across a turbine or a compressor to the rotational speed and the change in momentum per unit mass. It relates the temperature ratio across a turbine or a compressor to the rotational speed and the change in momentum per unit mass. This is Euler's equation. Thank you for watching this video. Do subscribe and share my videos. This is your Mahesh Dole.